Nah, really appreciate you. Let's talk about this. Yep. They say ain't no party like a cowboy party. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. I really do. Couldn't wait to get off my first job to get to this job over here. We got a pop quiz for you. A giveaway as well to the winner. But before we get everything started, be sure to slap that like button. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the nation. One love, baby. Appreciate y'all. Let's go. Come on. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Shout out to Jerry Wayne and things as well, right? Mic check. Mic check. Yo. Come on. Hey. Ho. It's your midday sports report. Coming to you live from Law Nation Studio. Come on. Oh, this draft tape. Man, I stood up most of the night looking at some of the film. My goodness, Kyle Hamilton. Oh, my goodness. Woo! Just my imagination. Oh my goodness, draft time is always fine, baby. I'm talking about fine. Ooh, it's fine. Come on. Yup. Let's go. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you guys are. Yeah. Enough of that dancing. Jeez. Oh, I wish we were dancing into another playoff game, baby. But sometimes you got to sit back and just be happy where you at right now. You know what I mean? It could be worse. It could be worse. It could be worse, huh? Cowboy Nation, if you don't believe it, it could be worse. Just go around and ask a few people, man, But shout out to your call. Appreciate you. Thank everybody who watched the episode last night. It was me, Big Game James, the OC, Boss Cowboy, and West Coast Cowboy. West Coast Cowboy. I think it's West Coast. Is it West Coast or just West Coast Cowboy? West Coast. This is to say West Coast. Shout out to him as well. We went over some numerous of topics there, and we went into details of a lot of things. But majority of the thing is this right here, Cowboy Nation. It's up to Jerry Wayne and things. It's up to him. He bought the team financially. We bought the team emotionally, right? That's what we did. And of course, I heard some people say, nah, Law, no, Law. No. We put our money into it as well. But the reality of it is this, Cowboy Nation. The choice is his. Of whether or not, and I'm talking about the talk track of keeping Mike McCarthy and moving on to get Sean Payton. And that's the hottest of the hottest topic. And we don't even have a playoff game. And they talking about us on all networks. I said, my goodness, time and money. Yeah, Jay Lombardi, appreciate you. And it's all funny. Shout out to you, Will. Shout out to you emotionally. Yeah, time and money. Oh, it's a roller coaster dealing with this team. Knowing that when I told you guys what happened last episode when we was talking about, Jerry Jones versus Jimmy. And the reality of it, it's just a kid's game at this point when you don't want to put him in the Ring of Honor. But we love all of the situation that Jerry brings to the table. I don't think that there will be a dry eye in the building if he ever goes on to glory, right? And one can argue that he may outlive us all, right? But Sean Payton is under contract, right? He's under contract. Although he didn't say he retired, he stepped down. You know, it's the difference between retirement and stepping down. He want to sit back and reflect. And the ownerships over there, they like, okay, do that. They probably say, come on, man, why don't you stay a little bit longer? But in this time, you know, it's one of those things where somebody say they want to step back, man, there's so much stuff going on in this world. Allow them to step back a little bit, you know. And he stepped back. I think he still got his home in South Lake, that's in Dallas, and he might be around his area. And Jerry, what's up? You know, I really wanted that deal. I really, really, really wanted that deal in 2019, but the general manager there moonwalked out of it, right? From reports of Mike Florio, he said that in 2019, and I'm paraphrasing, that Anthony Davis, the basketball player, the Pelicans, the New Orleans Pelicans, he requested a trade. He wanted to get out of there. And the same general manager for the Pelicans is the same general manager for the New Orleans Saints. And he didn't want to be on the front end of being the reason why, or whatever it is. I could be off on the storyline there. I'm paraphrasing. He didn't want to be the reason why two of the most marketed guys leaving town. And I say bullsugar, you know what I'm saying? Because let's be real, Cowboy Nation. Don't nothing get beyond the Cowboys insiders. There can be literally a dog that breaks loose in Plano, crawl through the gates, and then jump over there in the Star in Frisco and be on the practice field. There will be some type of reporter before 3 o'clock saying, there was a dog that broke out, and he was all on the field. He was running all through the training facility. And it will make national news. It will be literally on First Take, Second Take, ESPN 1, 2, and 3. They'll bring Classic back and put it on that. And then they'll take and rewind it and put it on Fox. You know, everybody, mama, cousin be talking about the dog that broke away. You know, and broke into the Cowboys training facility. We going to name this dog Fido. You know, but I take it with a grain of salt because I don't see anybody sitting on that news for 3 years or 2 years. Or is it 3 years? It's 3 years, yeah. I don't see it. And I don't like the pressure. It's already enough pressure living in Dallas, playing in Dallas, coaching in Dallas. And now you got the pressure. You got to win more than 12 games this year. But you got to win more than 12 games this year. Boy, every time. Look, Mike McCarthy need to go in that room and say, hey, Jerry, you know, I like you, man. You know, you're the owner. You gave me an opportunity, and I'm sorry. I apologize. I lied to get the job. I said that I watch every tape. But, Jerry, can you just do me one favor? Can you lean forward a little bit? No, I'm just joking. But, Jerry, can you just do me one huge favor? You going to fire me, man? Do I need to put my application in now? Because it's Super Bowl or bust, right? Right? I really can't. I really can't run my program the right way because you trying to get rid of me. You want Sean Payton. I mean, come on, man. I got my wife, my kids. You know, I moved some of my people down here in Dallas, and you already ready to get rid of me. I apologize, Jerry. I went 6-10. My first year was in the middle of a pandemic. Nobody knew what was going on, right? And then the second year, man, you know, Prescott, he's coming off of an injury. The expectations were high because of these things, but, man, I brought you 12-5. I apologize for not stepping in front of your son, your grandson. I'm sorry. Kellen Moore. You know, I shouldn't have let him burn down the kitchen. I should have stopped the fire. And then Jerry can say, hey, I don't like your attitude, right? Jay, 27 years. Enough said. Yeah, shout out to you, King. Appreciate you. I just believe regardless of the situation, if a man is hired to do a job, allow that man to do his job. But don't sit over his shoulder and be like, hey, what was that? You know, hey, can you do this? Can you present the job that I want you to do? It's crazy. Now, I know that the coaching philosophy, I mentioned this last night, Barry Switzer, he won 5 playoff games. Barry Switzer won 5 playoff games. And he had an unbelievable team, right? We haven't won 5 playoff games in over 27 years. But Barry Switzer won 5 playoff games. The expectation was so heavy on him. Think about this. Barry Switzer is unbelievable college coach. Unbelievable. Think about it. 12-4, 12-4. I think he went 10-6 and then 6-10. Sayonara. We can't stand you no more, right? And then we went back onto the folds of looking for that coach. We haven't had a coach, literally, that had a better winning percentage than Barry Switzer. And I ain't even talking about Jimmy. We talking about Barry Switzer. So you can only imagine the problems that this team had from left to right to right to left. Martinez, appreciate you. He said, yeah, those were Jimmy guys. Yeah, and we all agree. So that's why I said, you know, and I try to climb to the top of the mountain and I yell out, Jerry, hey, wake up, man. You got rid of a coach that won everything. Of course, he was flirting with Jacksonville. Of course, he wanted to go elsewhere. But he wanted to go elsewhere because you muddied the waters. He would say one thing to Troy, and then you'll go back and say another in the press conference. So that is the problem. Yeah, the pros said, yeah, he won with with Jimmy guys. You're right. You know, there's a quote, the famous quote from the mighty Troy Aikman, who said we had to win in spite of the coaches, right? But, you know, Jerry, all you got to do, I think the curse will be released if you just put the man in the ring of honor, Jimmy Johnson. At least the curse will be released. And some people say, nah, I don't believe in curses. Well, at this point, what are we? We the most penalized team since 1996, and we haven't been to the biggest of the biggest dance since that time frame as well. And we can have everything going right. Look, we can plan the picnic, have everything ready, throw the blanket down, you know, sit down with your basket of fruit and finna eat your sandwich, and here go the thunderstorm, here go the wind, the rain start coming. Matter of fact, I seen one time in Texas that it rained and snow at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, it's raining, now it's snowing. It just could be Texas. Cedric Wilson wide open, then all of a sudden even God said, no, not today. He put the flashlight on him, you know, on a $3.5 billion stadium. And at the end of the game, the reporter asked, hey, Jerry, you ever thought about putting some drapes or curtains up? And Jerry said, hey, I got 10,000 other problems. But, hey, can you start on that one first? The key to getting home field advantage is to have home field advantage, not disadvantage. Do anybody say, hey, I got home field disadvantage? That's the only team in the National Football League. They got home field disadvantage. Shame. 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 I can't make this stuff up, man. Whatever went wrong, went wrong. Our punt kicker kicked the ball, they hit the screen. The receiver wide open, the sun get in the face. You would think, Cowboy Nation, you would think that those set of problems will occur to the opposing team, not us. You would think that at the end of the game, the team that's supposed to lose would be the visiting team saying, man, we had a good game plan, but the doggone sun was in the way, you know?
Shame. Shame.
Oh, my goodness, man.
Shame.
Oh, my gosh, man. We cursed a little bit, just a little bit, not all the way. But shout out to everybody, man. Mike McCarthy complaining about refs and saying that the team was nervous and the inability to maximize the clock lost. This is from Tom. Appreciate you. Let me put the comments up, man. Appreciate you, Tom. We got people from multiple platforms, by the way, and I really appreciate you. Tom, you're right. You're absolutely right, Tom. One thing I don't mind, coaches and the owners complaining about the refs. I don't mind those two. But when the players start whining about the ref, it's a no-good situation. Let me repeat, it's a no-good situation because it becomes looking like we're a crybaby. It becomes looking like we're entitled. It becomes to look like we are worried about the wrong things. Just play your brand of football. And another thing I want Cowboy players to do is to hold each other accountable. Y'all get what I'm saying? To hold each other accountable. Like if there's a false start, if it's a holding, I want somebody on the team to correct that, to get in the face and say, hey, man, I just ran 50 yards for nothing, and you holding on to this guy. But the rep, no, man, you play your technique. 9 times out of 10, when you're holding, you're reaching. You're reaching, they teaching. So play your alignment and assignment. Let's stay on the same path. Yes, it's us against them. It's us against the world. That mentality works. But crying about it to the pressers, crying about it to the fans, going on Twitter, going on IJ, it's not going to help. You know, it's just going to look at it like, oh, man, there go the cow girls, right? They love to throw that. So I just wish I could talk to some of those guys. Lamar says, appreciate you, man. Payton made Breeze. Rodgers made McCarthy. Big difference. OG Law, what can Payton do for Dak and Kellen? Ooh-wee. Oh, my gosh, man. You know how you get a big bowl of ice cream and now you got to put something to top it? You know, they call it toppings. You just put the cherry on the top. Hold accountability. You know, and please, y'all can post it, but please don't post it. But you can post it. Parcells had a 10th commandment or 11th commandment or something like that for Tony Romo. And one of those things, he said, you can't be a fat quarterback. You can't be a celebrity quarterback. And, you know, you got to protect the ball or what have you. And in hearts of hearts, I believe that Payton got those same 10 commandments, and he probably will put those upon Dak Prescott and hold him accountable. I'm not saying that Doug Nussmeier nor Kellen Moore is holding Dak Prescott accountable. And I'm not saying that Dak Prescott can walk on water or turn water into wine. But I'm quite sure that at least Sean Payton, he could say, hey, I can't turn water to wine, but I know where the liquor store is at. So let's come with me. I got a case of wine for you. Let's sit down. Let's have this conversation, and let's hold each other accountable. These are the things we went over. Hear me out. In practice, these are your reads. And it's not, hey, Tad Prescott, we love you, man. I ain't talking about Dak at this one. But what I'm saying is I appreciate you going through your progressions and your read. But what we want to do here is have a principle already in place. 1, 2, 3, ball get out of your hand like it's on fire, right? But what about this coverage? No, don't worry about it. This is the scheme that I'm drawing up. This will work in this particular system. But what if don't care about it? That's Amari Cooper. The interception will be on him. The stack is going to be on you, but the interception is going to be on him. That's how I'm going to grade it. This is what we want you to do. Ball placement in this particular situation. That all comes through coaching, baby. Case in point. Case in of wine. Sam, appreciate you, man. Who drink box wine, by the way? Who drinks box wine? Shout out to box wine drinkers. All right, so one thing I can tell you, in practice, Parcells had to teach Tony Romo, hey, stop being careful with the ball. I need for you to rip a few off. I need for you to at least throw 2 interceptions. Because the reason why Tony Romo, he's a gunslinger, but in practice, and I wish I could show you guys some of the clip, but I can't. And this was way back in like 03-ish, 04-ish, his practice tape of Parcells telling Tony, I need to see 2 interceptions. Because what Tony was doing, he was trying to keep everything safe and close to his vest. I got an unbelievable opportunity. I was undrafted. All of these boys was drafted. If I make mistakes, they're going to tell me, hey, pack your bags and you can go. So he was trying to be too cautious with the ball. And sometimes they can be an impediment to your team. Shout out to you, Charles. All right, so let's get this show off and on the way. I got a business meeting to be at 3, so we're going to try to hurry. Where is it? It's somewhere. Here we go. Let's listen. Let me know if y'all can hear audio.
And help you guys with the.
Good morning, Mike. What would you like to talk about?
Well, I'll tell you what. Now, let me first jump in and help you guys with the understanding of the difference between Payton and McCarthy.
Please.
And Payton, I think Payton and a whole bunch of coaches, because I hear you guys going to get the numbers and talking about how tantamount equal to the numbers are both guys, but the reality is that's looking at the high. Oh, they got 1 Super Bowl. They haven't been back in a long time. They both had some pretty good generational quarterbacks, and they won. Here's the difference that you have to understand, that I think puts Sean Payton above it all. Look at the success that Sean Payton has had without his best players. Without Michael Thomas, without Drew Brees, he still keeps them competitive. They beat the champs twice this year without his best players. That's what we're talking about. Without our best players, we lost every darn game. No.
Oh, my gosh, man. I pay money, man. I pay big money just to be a person that's sitting in a corner and listening to the playmaker. Let's listen to this man again.
That Sean Payton has had without his best players. Without Michael Thomas, without Drew Brees, he still keeps them competitive. They beat the champs twice this year without his best players. That's what we're talking about. Without our best players, we lost every darn game. That's the reality. We lost every darn game. I had a stuffed animal on the show as an emotional support dog. Are you joking? That's what I'm talking about. Let me slow down, Michael. Let me slow down.
Now, the Cowboys did win in Minnesota, but that's it. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm watching. You got to look at coaches in that vein, too. Kyle Shanahan wins with anybody. That's what you're looking at. Sean Payton has won with some of anybody. At quarterback, yes. At quarterback. Kind of extrapolate and say, whoa. Boy, if he won with anybody and we get him some good players, boy, what can he do with that? Yes, Sean Payton did upgrade. I'm just going to be real with you. That's just the real.
But Mike, Shanahan doesn't win with any quarterback. He can't win without Jimmy.
Shanahan has won. Shanahan won with Nick Eden or whatever. Nick
Mullins.
Nick Mullins. That's right. He had with Nick Mullins. He had them in every game. With no matter who played quarterback, they were in every game and playing some pretty good teams. And I thought that was amazing. I look at those things because I'm always saying, man, if the Cowboys would have had him, or the Cowboys, I get so tired of studying and looking at guys. We'd have had him. Whereas, Mike, get your mind off that. But now I can put my mind back on Sean Payton as a possibility. I don't know when it's going to happen, but as a possibility, I can put my mind back on it.
Okay, you have to try and do this as much as possible. You know Jerry Jones better than anybody. What is he thinking right now? What is he? If you call him and you said, "What's up, boss?" What is he gonna say to you?
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you how first Jerry thinks. Waiting is not necessary. Waiting is not a part of his DNA. If he thinks there's something that he can make it happen and it needs to happen, he's going to try to pull it off right now. This whole thing, Sean, when you and I went texting back and forth, and I say, "What's going on with Jerry?" You know, because I got to wait on it all to come from you guys. It comes from you guys. It starts on the national team. So I'm like, let me try to get ahead of this stuff. So I'm calling. So I'll tell you something. What's going on with the interview? What do I got to prepare for out here? Yeah. What did he say? What's going on?
Yeah. And what did you hear in that interview?
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah.
Did I lose you? I lost you. What did you say?
I said, and what did you hear in that interview with Jerry? Did it live up what I told you on last Friday?
Yes. And remember when you said, well, I hadn't heard it, and I was going on another show with somebody. I said, man, you say, yeah, Jerry pushed it back and everything, so I hadn't heard it. And then he came on. And then right after that, I had to go on, and I hadn't heard the interview because I was doing something else. And somebody asked me about it.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I just talked to my guy that does the interview, and he told me that they were going to have the interview, but I hadn't heard it. But he told me Jerry wasn't committed to coach. And I said, yeah, I understand that. See, right now, man, when Dak got up and spoke about the refs, right? Yeah. Everybody, they really were going to try to take that and do some things at Dak.
Right,
man, Dak is okay, and people to throw at the rest of it. I said, stop it, guys. Stop. We're asking this man to go up there, his raw emotions, rawest of raw emotions. And he's hurt. He's thinking, after all he's fought back from with the pain of that leg, and now the team is throwing stuff at him and all that, at his team. And so he went on that little rant about these guys putting it all in, and okay, then. It was at the refs. Okay. Well, applaud that because he's upset here. They tried to turn that into, I guess, Dak ain't squeaky clean. Dak talking about you should be throwing stuff at the refs.
Man, let me pause right quick. As playmaker stumbling right there. Now, what Dak said when they asked him the question about the refs, he said, "Oh man, they shouldn't throw items and stuff at the players or what have you." And it could hurt, and he said people give in their time, their money, and all of this stuff. And then the reporter said, no, it wasn't aimed necessarily at the players. It was aimed at the refs. And all Dak Prescott said, well, credit to them. That's all he said, and it cost that man $25,000. Now, I ain't counting that man's money because he got paid $75 million. $25,000 is equivalent to probably $25 of $75 million, but or $250,000 or give or take, whatever. But it goes to show you that, and then the money and everything supposed to, from the NFL, go to charity. I wonder which charity the NFL really gives to, But neither here nor there. It was out of character for Dak Prescott to say those things because he's polished or what have you. But, it is what it is. People think that everybody's like robotic, but not everybody's robotic. Come on, man. After a loss, you do get into it. But neither here nor there. Let's listen to more of the playmaker.
It's just the emotion. That's just the emotion.
Emotion.
Jerry coming on, and not giving those ringing endorsements, it's more than emotions. Because billionaires like that, they're so used to having success, and they refuse to wait forever to get it. If there's any chance of anything happening, any little slim bim chance, Jerry's going to try to move on it sooner than later. I haven't talked to Jerry. I don't know anything about it. I'm just telling you, those guys like that, you don't get to where you got to where they are waiting. You just don't do it. They go and get it now. So if there's any possibility, I hear you guys saying he's a lame duck. Is Mike McCarthy a lame duck coach this year? If there's any possibility, they don't necessarily want to wait the next year.
Yeah, is that fair to McCarthy to do that to him?
It's not fair.
Dude, what did Tony Romo say? This is a meritocracy. That's what this is, buddy. And you're going out on the first round. All things are fair. All things. Stop talking about what's fair. Fair. I don't even live in the word fair. I live in the word just. I'm serious, man. Everybody wants what's fair. Everybody doesn't deserve what's fair. What's fair says I'm giving everybody a dime. All right, you get a dime, you get a dime, you get a dime. What if you did a dime worth of work and he did 2 cents worth of work? Why should I give him a dime? Does that mean I'm being fair or does that mean I'm being unfair? I want to be just. You get a dime. You did 2 damn cents and that's what you get. 2 cents. That's what I'm saying. If you do your work, then you don't have to worry about fair. You're going to be treated just.
Come on, Playmaker. We love you, man. But, hey, you did stab the man in the neck, with a pair of scissors. And I know that Jerry had to bail you out. I just got to call it if fair is fair. So I don't think that if I get into it with somebody out there and somebody say, well, Law, it was my turn in the chair because I'm the playmaker and you're not, and they stab me in the neck with a pair of scissors, I'm going to be sitting there like, no, I want what the letter of the law for you to get the same thing, man. Not for you to fool around and get off and skate free. No. But I get what you're saying, the playmaker. Fair is nowhere possible to be fair in this type of situation, especially when you got people paying all of their money. So, but what I want, if you're going to do the man like that, it's unfair. It's unfair to the players because now you got a whole system that you got to replace and rip out. Some of these guys, and I'm not saying that these guys are playing for Mike McCarthy, but we were 12-5 last season. My only thing is, you the billionaire, you the person that there's no salary cap as it relates to coaching. You could just sit back and say, you know what, Mike McCarthy, my eyes is on Sean Payton. And he is the guy I really want. And unfortunately, you are in place right now as the head coach. This is your 2-week notice, man. I'm going to release you, and we're going to reach down in our pockets and make a deal for Sean Payton so that during this offseason, during this draft evaluation, during its implementations of the system, we would have Sean Payton on board. I done already worked the deal out with the New Orleans Saints. Sayonara. But don't hold this man to going into the 2022 season, whereas he got the faint of heart. He's teetering around. He's walking on thin ice. And some coaches can coach with their back against the wall. But how do we don't know that he can go into sabotage mode? He ain't really, look, he already got his money. It's already guaranteed. It's not like he's going to get more or less if he win or lose. He's already winning. I think his contract is like $25 million. So if you cut him, he still get paid. If he don't make it, he still get paid. If he make it, he still get paid. It's no greater incentive. And then his allegiance is really not tied to Dallas. He's a Pittsburgh's man, right? If anything, he fits in the mold of more of the Steelers, the Eagles, right around in that area. He's not from Texas, He ain't just gonna sit there and say, "I'm just doing it for the love." I digress.
Do your work. Don't get kicked out in the first round. You don't be talking about fair. You'll be saying, "Give me what's just. Give me what's mine." I live on just, not fair.
Michael Irvin right here on Sean and RJ every Wednesday, 105.3 The Fan. Is there a price that's too much to pay compensation-wise, Michael? Oh, we want your first and your second. We want this or that. Do you think that Jerry, with his own personal window would have a price that's too much to pay because you got to trade for Sean Payton.
You do. Shout out to you, Uncle Charles.
Let's go a little deep in this. The price obviously
Shout out to you,
was
Eric
too
Mack.
high with what they wanted.
You need to cut it.
Even before. So somebody, I ain't saying nothing, and I ain't talked to Jerry, nor have I talked to Sean Payton. And I love Sean Payton. But I ain't talked to him either. But now I'm going to tell you something. The price was already too high. You can already mark that.
Yep.
And now that Sean is no longer even coaching, does that put a little something in the price? Like, hey, you ain't got him coaching anyway. He's already stepped away. You can't bring him back. You should just take this right here. And you can't trade him anywhere because he ain't going to go anywhere. He'll only go to Dallas because he has this choice.
That do make sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has the choice now. So you can try to trade him and say, they're going to give me 2 first rounds. This team over there give me 3 first rounds. I'm not going over there. So you only have one person to deal with. So you can leave him sitting on the sideline, or you can take this first rounder and second rounder that Dallas is going to give. But you're not getting 2 first rounders and 2 second rounders like they gave up for Gruden. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gruden got taken off the field.
Yeah.
Sean got taken off the couch. What do you want to get this man off the couch? And you'll take anything because he wasn't on your sideline anyway. I'm not saying that they didn't think that through. That might be what you're seeing. That great press conference Sean Payton did yesterday.
You get to keep Dan Quinn or Kellen Moore here.
Man, that's a deep question. Dan Quinn, Dan Quinn might get an offer of $25 to $30 million to coach somewhere, and you're not finna pay him that much money. And even though there's no salary cap to that, but if Jerry Jones said that he would write out a check, that man, only God can see, what have you, then go for it, shoot for it. If you want to keep everything, the continuity. But once again, billionaires, they live by a different creed. They got big egos. I tell people all the time, edging God out. They believe in that, that they can turn anything. They can bring in Vic Fangio or Mike Zimmer, juxtaposed to keeping or paying all of the money for Dan Quinn. Or they can elevate Joe Witt Jr. and say, hey, you're going to be the defensive coordinator, and I want you to establish the system and the philosophy that Dan Quinn bestowed upon his team. Those things can happen. And then who's to say that Dan Quinn said, hey, man, I'll stay as long as you make me the head coach. It could be that, too, because Dan Quinn could be looking at it like, man, I'm better than Sean Payton. There's still egos within that. And as a man, we are conquerors. We love to conquer stuff. We love to take over and take control. We'll sit back, a few years and observe some things. But at the end of the day, I tell people what Jim Rowan says. When the end come for me, let it find me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one. So we always trying to conquer. So, and that's what you want anyway. Shout out to you, Eric. He says all speculations. And yeah, you're right.
You mean if I got Sean Payton?
No. Just say McCarthy comes back. I know you're kicking Kellen to the curb if Sean Payton comes.
Yeah. I was about to tell you, don't go there. Hey, I'm not gonna kick him to the curb, but I'm gonna shake his hand and say thanks. But you going?
But Kellen coming back for this system or losing Dan Quinn. How do you look at the coordinators with the head coaching rumors?
Well, we're going to sit here and sit pat at the head coaching job, and Kellen Moore's coming back. That's a good get. That's a good get for continuity there. You know what I mean? Yeah. I still would love to keep Dan. Just because you would love to keep him in the building because everybody talks about how great he is in communication. And we talked about that when he stepped in and using rap music to even try to communicate. That meant to me a way above average communicator because he's coming down on the guy's level to get to them. That's the best way to communicate. So I would love to keep him in the building. But I understand now with Sean Payton doing what he's doing, there's 9 jobs open. And Dan Quinn is it's definitely. I think he definitely should get one of those jobs. So we may lose him. And that's just the business.
That's the price of doing business, basically. All right, so for you guys to have access to this video, be sure to click that link. It should be clickable now. Click that link, and that's access to the full video. It's about 11 minutes long, so that's the full video right there, and the click and the link right there. My thing is, Cowboy Nation, don't shank me with the butter knife when I say this. Kellen Moore is still young. Kellen Moore got a lot to learn. And I know we all want him to get scoop. But that's the price too. You bring in a guy that went through growing pains. This is his third year. Now it'll be his fourth year. Ever calling plays. If he had a counter to it, maybe we can say, yeah, he got a counter move. He don't got no counter moves, just straight jabs, right? No counters and no haymakers at this point. And no, I don't want to say cojones, but what I want to say here is that Kellen Moore is just still young. Maybe if we get back and look back at everything and say, all right, 10-year Kellen Moore, oh, he's going to be phenomenal, right? But we don't have time for that, right? We don't have time for that. You know, we went through 10 years of Jason Garrett, and I can tell you, Kellen Moore is developing quicker than Jason Garrett, right? You know that's an area of improvement. But I don't want us Cowboys to sit there and sully and denigrate and cast aspersions on Kellen Moore because he didn't get the job done, or the whole team didn't get the job done. But the biggest thing that I take away from Mike McCarthy is this right here, Cowboy Nation. Hear me out. He knew that Kellen Moore was young. He saw him burning up the stuff in the kitchen, and he didn't go over there and put the fire out. He just sat there and say, that pot about to boil over. He didn't turn the eye down. Okay. Oh, it's on fire. Let's just watch. Let's see what he going to do. And Ben McAdoo like, no, I got to get over. No. Let him figure it out. Ben McAdoo was like, McAdoo-doo-doo. He was trying to come to the rescue. No. That's my impression. That's my mindset of what Mike McCarthy did. Because he had some experience, right? McAdoo, Mike McCarthy, and Kellen Moore together would have been a good situation. But it was all Kellen Moore. Ain't no way. McAdoo and as well as Mike McCarthy can look at the stat sheet, just the stat alone, and say, yeah, it was a brilliant idea, Kellen Moore, to allow Tony Pollard to get only 4 touches. Oh, by the way, he's leading the league in average as relates to yards per carry. There's no way that we can look at it and say, yeah, who's going to make the corrections? Doug Nussmeier, Kellen Moore. Y'all the offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach to Dak Prescott not seeing Amari Cooper. Who's going to get into Dak Prescott's face and say, hey, sit down right quick. Let me show you something, man. Come here, man. Nobody did that. Yeah, King Ken says, McAdoo-doo-doo to the rescue. Now he's way over there in Panthers land, right? So it is what it is at this point, Cowboy Nation. Shout out to everybody that's watched. Let's do this. Get out your pads. I want to challenge the people that say that they love the Cowboys, that they roll with the Cowboys. Y'all ever heard this music before? Let me see if I can. Y'all heard this music before? Yeah. I'm going to put it right here. We're going to go right here right quick. And we're going to go right here. Hold on. We're going to go right here. We're going and the pen is this right here. I bet wrong pen. Let me put the right pen in there. Hold on, bear with me. It's 349. Let me put the right pen up there. That's the pen. The pen to get in. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get this party started, baby. Let's go. Y'all jump on in, man. We waiting for y'all over here, man. Come on. That's the pen. Let's see it on the top of your screen. Where we at, man? Where all the rollers at? There we go. Typhoon in the house, baby. Come on. Who else gonna jump in? We're gonna give away a good helmet, man. A miniature helmet. Typhoon, don't let Typhoon do it all by himself. Lord Daddy, come on, baby. Come on. We got to get more than 2 people in the house, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all jump on in, baby. The king in the house, baby. Y'all jump on in. I know y'all ready for it. That beat go hard though, don't it? 13 people in the house, man. We will stop when we get around about 25. How about that? All right, man, James Payton, come on. Come on, we get like 25, 14 people in the house. Come on, y'all fill this room up. That's the pen. All you got to do is go to Kahoot.it 349-1789 for your mind. We're going to roll when we get 20 up in here, man. Y'all jump on in, man. Y'all jump on in. Come on. Appreciate you. We them boys. 2 tears in the bucket, man. Okay, 17, 2 tears in the bucket. Look, we're going to just roll with y'all, man. We're going to roll with y'all right quick. Let me tell y'all something, man. This is what we're gonna give away right here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, though, by the way. This is what we're gonna give away. So let's go. Let's go. When I get back over there. 20 of them, let's go. Let's go. We got 20 of them. This is team history time for your mind, baby. The Cowboys began to play in what year? I know y'all got it. You got 7 people right with it. Now, let me adjust the screen right quick. Hold up. Let me adjust the screen just a little bit so everybody can see the question at the top. Let me see if we're building the plane while it's in the air. Appreciate everybody that's watching. I thank y'all for jumping in. See, the first answer, it was in 1960. So for those who didn't know, shame. Let me fix it up a little bit. Let me fix it up a little bit for everybody. Yeah, y'all can see that, right? Let me zoom it out a little bit right here. Zoom it out a little bit right there. We're going to go to the next question in a few. Appreciate everybody that's jumping in and tuning in to the nation, baby. All right, so let's see who got it all right. That's good. That's good right there. That's good. Yeah. Straighten it up just a little bit better. Yeah, let me lock it right here. There we go. So, Lord Daddy, you're right. Come on. How many Super Bowl appearances? Was it 3? Was it 8? Was it 5? Was it 9? How many Super Bowl appearances? Come on. How many Super Bowl appearances the Cowboys were in? Yeah. Let's go. Shay Rock is on top. Typhoon is in second place. Hey, Lord Daddy. Hey, man, what happened, bro? The King and Dak. Not Dak, but Dak. Let's go. The Dallas Cowboys' first majority owner. Was it Jerry Jones? Was it Tom Landry? Tex Scram? Clint? Who do you got? Who was the first majority owner? You got 13 ounces, 15 ounces, 16 ounces. Yup. The correct answer is Clint. Y'all write that down for your mind. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Uh-oh, the King is in second place. Shay Rock, you gonna hold it down, baby. Cowboys began an NFL record streak of blank consecutive winning sprees. Was it 10? Was it 15? Was it 30? Or was it 20? 5 lighters on the dresser. Yes, sir. Let's go. If you don't got this answer correct, man, if you didn't put the correct answer down.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
To all of the people that picked the blue button. All right, let's see what we got right there. All right. Shay Rock, you on fire over there. Shay Rock, you killing the game. You know? Shay Rock, is this Jerry Jones? Shay Rock, are you Jerry Jones? All right. 24-3 win over the blank in which Super Bowl? Was it the Dolphins, Steelers, Baltimore Colts? Y'all remember when it was the Baltimore Colts? Denver Broncos. You got 5 ounces, 6 ounces. 24-3. Hurry up, put your Google fingers together. Ooh! Boy, y'all on fire over there, baby. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, Shay Rock, you holding it down. What happened to Typhoon? Lord Daddy, Big Rick, man, come on, man. The Cowboys of the 1970s and the early 1980s were known as the what? The glory years. A good team that couldn't win the big games. How about them Cowboys or America's team? You got 4 options. 9 ounces, 10 ounces. Okay, 2, 1. If you didn't get this one right.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Let's go. Let's roll with it. The King is on top, baby. Let's go. The Cowboys suffered their first losing season in 2 decades in 1988, 1990, 19 of 86, or 19 of 91. First losing season in 2 decades. What year? The correct answer is 19 of 86. Appreciate everybody who participated. Let's go. Who's on top now? Shay Rock with it. Lean with it. Rock with it. Typhoon. Lord Daddy, he's on the rise. He got the fire. Yoga flames over here, you know? All right, come on, let's go. H.R. Bumbright, who had purchased the Cowboys from Murchison in what year? Was it 19 of 86, 19 of 84, 19 of 89, 19 of 78? Come on. Come on. Come on. The correct answer is 19 of 84. H.R. Bumbright. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, man, everybody got it right except 2. Come on, let's go. Lord Daddy, you on the rise over here. Let's go. Third place. Tom Landry, as head coach, finished his career with blank victories. Was it 225? Was it 330? Was it 270? Was it 190? The correct answer is 270 victories from Tom Landry, by the way. Let's go. Shay Rock is on top of everything. Appreciate you. JC, hey, he's on the rise. Appreciate you, JC. Let's go. In March, blank, college coach blank replaced Johnson as the Cowboys' third head coach. Was it Shane Gailey? Was it Barry Switzer? 1994, 1995. Who do you got in March? Barry Switzer in 1994 was the answer. So you could have picked either 1994 or Barry Switzer, and you would have got the correct answer. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, man, Shay Rock is rolling. Shout out to you, Lord Daddy, you on your way. The King, what's going on with you? JC, I see you. Let's go. Jason Garrett was named only the blank head coach in Cowboys history. Was he the 5th head coach? Was he the 6th, the 9th, or the 8th? He was the 8th. Oh. He was the 8th coach. Everybody got it wrong. Let's go. Here we go right here. Here we go. Shay Rock, you still on top. You rocking it. The Dallas Cowboys obtained blank playoff appearances. Was it 33? Was it 22? Was it 18? Was it 15? How many playoff appearances? $33. I see some people in the chat. Shout out to y'all. Got the right answer in the chat. It's 33. Let's go. Boy, Shay Rock is rolling. The King is in second place. Big Rick is on the rise. Come on, let's go. Out of the NFC East, Cowboys won blank division titles. 9, 8, 10, or 24.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
To the people that picked only 10. Come on, baby. That was a layup. Uh-oh, Rob catching up, man. Y'all better watch out for Rob and JC. Dallas Cowboys all-time leaders. Numbers of touchdown scores. Bullet Bob Hayes. Tony Dorsett. Emmitt Smith. Mr. Touchdown, Desmond Bryant. Who you got, baby? Y'all get this one wrong.
Shame.
Emmitt.
Shame.
Come on, man. You know how
Shame.
many touchdowns Emmitt Smith scored? Nigga, come on now. We used to say Emmitt gonna score his number every year. 22 of them almost every year. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so Shay Rock. Oh, you finna hit 1,000. Man, you finna hit 10. Boy, Shay Rock, boy, you finna hit 10,000 over here. I think that's gonna be a record. Man, they put 5 by your name. Boy, I'm telling you. Dallas Cowboy career receiving leader. This is a tricky one. Is it Tony Hill, Drew Pearson, Michael Irvin, Jason Witten. Who you got? Jason Witten is the answer. It was quicker round. 9,107 points. Shoot, Shea gonna win his helmet. Tony Romo won blank games in his NFL career. Is it 67? Is it 99 for your mind? Is it 78 or is it 71? "78 games he won in his career." Let's go. Blank was the Dallas Cowboys' career leader in sack before DeMarcus Ware. Was it Greg Ellis? Was it Charles Haley? Randy White? Jeff Colt? This is a tricky answer. This is before DeMarcus Ware. Come on, test your might. Yeah. Jeff Colt. The Manster. Yeah, he had a lot of sacks, but he wasn't the leader. Jim. See, a lot of people sleep on Jim. A lot of people sleep on Jeff Colt. All right, let's go. JC is on a rise. All right. Choose the correct year the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Take your time. Please take your time. You see it. Choose the correct year the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. The correct years. Come on, take your time. It was 1971, 1977, 1992, 1993, and 1995. Now, the year is tricky because you got to start the year that the season kick off, not the year that they actually won the Super Bowl. So that's always a tricky answer there. So 1971, 77, 92, and 93, and 95. All right, let's go. Troy Aikman won 94 games during his career. True or false? There you go. We got 3 with the right answer. Let's go. There you go. Last question. The Eagles, the Washington football team, and the Giants fans are better than the Dallas Cowboys fans. True or false? That's a false. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Lord Daddy, your third place. The King. And here we go to the first place. Shay Rock. Shay Rock, be sure to hit me up at lawsnation@gmail.com, your address and your information so that you can get this beautiful helmet that's brought to you by Cowboys Experience. Is on his way to you and yours truly, Shay Rock. You the winner. Come on down and you won your helmet. Appreciate you all day, every day. Got to get up out of here. Appreciate everybody who participated. Thank those who wanted to participate but couldn't participate. Y'all know how this thing go, Cowboy Nation. Oh, my goodness, man. We had a great time, wonderful time, Cowboy Nation. Let's get up out of here. I got to go. But DC for life all day, every day. Hey, we're going to update. We're going to update the game. But this is what we'll do. We'll play the same game. We'll play the same game later on tonight if I can have chances and opportunities. But congratulate you, Shay Rock. Hit me up, man, and get your gift. And let's go, Cowboy Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. We up out of here. Yep. Peace.
Nowadays, nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she ice. Freeze, photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the doorman just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up, wait till I old producers saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up, talk of the town where you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you new things.